At this point, you don't need takeout. You don't need to order Chinese food. You don't need to look through your drawer for them little menus. You don't need to go on Uber Eats, nothing. This sesame chicken honestly tops some of the sesame chicken that I've ordered from my local takeout places. So welcome to Seasonette-ish, everybody. Today we are obviously going to be making some sesame chicken, and to start with, I just have my chicken that has been cleaned and cut into about 1-inch cubes, and to that chicken I am just adding in some salt and some pepper. Each layer in the process, I'm going to be adding different seasonings, and all of the ingredients are going to be down in the description box. So the first thing that I'm going to be doing is adding some flour to my little flour station, and then I'm going to be adding in some cornstarch. The cornstarch is really important, and it's going to help the outside of your chicken get really crispy. And when we put that sesame sauce on it, it's going to still be crispy. Like, I hate when you get sesame chicken or orange chicken and the sauce makes the breading soggy. So cornstarch and a little bit of baking soda is going to help your chicken be crispy and delicious. Now, to that flour and cornstarch mixture, I'm going to be adding in some black pepper, some garlic powder, some onion powder, and some paprika. Oh, I also added in some salt. And the next thing that we're going to do is crack 2 eggs into a bowl, and those eggs are going to act as a binder to kind of hold the flour onto our chicken like a glue. So it's going to make the flour stick to the chicken. So the first thing we're going to do, like I said, is drop the chicken into your eggs and then add them into the flour mixture, the flour, the cornstarch, and all the seasonings. And then you're going to put that in a pan with some hot vegetable oil. I like to cook my chicken for 4 minutes on the first side and then flip it and then do 3 minutes on the second side. That's going to make sure that everything is crispy, everything is cooked through, but none of the chicken is going to be overcooked or undercooked. One important thing I want to say is I like to use chicken thighs for this recipe because chicken thighs are a lot more juicy than chicken breast. And when I'm cooking things in like small chunks like this, almost like making popcorn chicken, I want to make sure that I'm getting chicken thighs. But if you prefer chicken breast, you can of course use that. So I am making my chicken in different little batches until I'm all done. Now, while my last batch of chicken is frying up, why don't you subscribe, friend? Hit that subscribe button, give me a like, and leave me a comment if you have anything to say or if you have any suggestions. So let's get back to our chicken. I'm on my last batch here. And the next thing that we're going to do is we're really going to focus on the sauce that we're going to be making. Now, I prefer to make my own sauce just because the stuff that you get from the store, it has a bunch of other stuff in it that we do not want. And making your own is actually very easy. So the first thing I'm going to do is cook some garlic in some vegetable oil. And as you can see, I'm pushing my garlic to the side just because my pan was a little bit too hot and I did not want my garlic to burn. So to that pan, once my garlic was brown, I added in my soy sauce. And after I add in the soy sauce, I add in some sesame oil, which is really essential. It adds in that quintessential flavor that we all know sesame chicken to have. And to that, I'm going to be adding in some honey, just some plain old clover honey that I got, and some ketchup. Yes, I know. But it really makes the dish. So please add in your ketchup. The next thing I did was I added in some white wine vinegar. Typically for sesame chicken recipes, you want to add in rice wine, but I didn't have that. So, I mean, there's not a huge difference. I added in a tiny bit of ginger paste along with my brown sugar. Again, the exact measurements, as always, are in my description box. Now, it wouldn't be me if I didn't add at least a little bit of spice to it, so I included some cayenne pepper. This part though is optional, so you really don't have to add the spice if you don't want to. Turn down your heat and let the sauce reduce down to about half of what we had originally. You want just enough to coat your pieces of chicken without making it soggy. Then I add in my chicken and I toss them around really carefully. I dropped one on my plate over there. I ended up eating it. So just toss that around so that all of your pieces of chicken get coated, and it should start looking something like this. Finally, we're going to give our sesame chicken the sesame chicken look and just sprinkle some sesame seeds right on top. Now I'm going to start plating it. What I have there is just some plain white rice that I made while I was frying up my batches of chicken, and on top of that I'm going to be adding in some green onions and a little bit more of the sesame seeds. Once you're done, it should look a little bit like this, and if anything, this video should show you that takeout is not really that hard to make. I hope you try this out, and I'll see you for my next video. Bye!